some of the work that Jordan Maxwell did in the 60s that he uncovered, and actually spoke to to Steven Spielberg about, and this has now become, so they're bringing all this now through Hollywood, because Hollywood sort of sets the trends and sort of conditions us in the way we think and react to things. So there's that new movie Flash Forward. I don't know if anybody's got to see it yet. It's also very much involved in, you know, something happens and people lose consciousness for, I think it's like a minute and 37 seconds or something like that. And then in that time, they have visions of 6 months ahead of themselves. So they see ahead of themselves. But in the meantime, there's a few beings walking around that didn't go unconscious. And so there's some kind of a hidden agenda to train us to move in another direction. And what the direction seems to be, according to Jordan Maxwell in this past interview, and Zachariah Stitchin and David Icke, and you know, all the big ones that have been out there with their videos, this son of belief from Orion is coming to rule the world, and he will be a king, and he will have tremendous power over us. We will think that he is the one. Of course, don't forget, there's the Antichrist that comes before the one, so we have to, you know, keep in mind. But we're going to be in so much fear and confusion with all the other things, with the food shortages and the flu and, you know, all the things that are going on around us. This is going to seem quite refreshing to have someone come and seem to have all the answers. As a matter of fact, my husband just pointed out to me that there's a new version of V the Visitor, and that came out. These are reptilian that shift shape into human beings. We had a big series, I think, in the 80s, and now there's a new make of it, and I think it's coming out very soon on TV. And they talk about how they're coming to give us health care, and they heal us, and they're solving all our problems. But this is a plan to take over. And so what it seems to me, Justin, is that, you know, because I'm all into the benevolent beings, the angels and all that, but there are beings that are here that worked with the Nazis, that have been working undercover since the beginning of time, but have been working with every one of our presidents behind the scenes, and they know it takes time to take over the world, and they want to take over and mutate us into this being that loses sort of their feeling of love and humanity, and put all our faith into this this one world order king. Of course, the Illuminati and all of those people are behind it, and their aim is, because they are trying to get here to start this before the benevolent beings come, and also, you know, before we shift our consciousness. So we have to really pay attention. And I'm just telling everyone, please, whoever is our viewers and have been watching us, and if you're interested in any of this, there's going to be a lot of things going on. I think even personally in our own lives, there's a lot of chaos and confusion, and it's looking to stir you up into fear, anger, anxiety, and you look like, who is going to save me? You know, we thought Barack Obama was going to save us. Now we find out, you know, he's just another figurehead behind the scenes over there. Even if he was powerful, and he has no power over these beings that are already in place. The Nazis are definitely behind all this. They're still in power. They're still in our Pentagon. They're still running the government and setting up the CIA. All of these little things are connecting to one particular thing that's going to be coming soon, is this. And they say he's here already, and we don't know when, but it's just going to be a miraculous thing. I think they're going to test it with V the Visitor, because it sounds like the V the Visitor movie that's coming back. So we get all comfortable watching V the Visitor, eating our popcorn at night with our family. Oh, you know, look at that. You know, they're nice people. And then, wow, V the Visitor is here. And they seem to be reptilian, although no one has ever really seen them. But I'm thinking, since Hollywood knows about it, and they can shape shift into the human form, quite beautiful beings. As a matter of fact, whenever I ran into a snake that seemed so powerful in politics or something, I used to always call them V the Visitor, because I felt like they were a reptile underneath. They do walk amongst us, and we don't even know. And they usually seem to be quite physically beautiful, very articulate with how they can communicate with you, but they're ruthless. And you'll find that they're the kind of people that will, or beings that will manipulate you and manipulate governments and people in power to get what they want. And so we're just so asleep. We have no idea, Justin. We just really have no idea. We're working on the research, and even more I learn about this, the more I realize I don't know. But the big thing is, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you feel like the pressures and strains are, that's your opportunity to grow into your consciousness. Open up your consciousness, open up your mind, get your higher self to come forward, because that's the only line of defense to your own salvation. Because there's not going to, unless we hit this critical mass where most of us wake up, which that's our goal right now, is to wake people up to say, don't fall into the trap. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody can help you. You have to save yourself. You have to help yourself. It's the natural process of our evolutionary journey. But definitely if we don't, there'll be a great mutation going on and a big struggle, which had been predicted in the Bible. And all the religions and all the major religions, as a matter of fact, are involved in all this. And they don't even, possibly on the lower levels, even know that they're involved, because there's levels of knowledge that people know of information. And even though you're working in the same field with somebody in the same group or whatever, they have, someone above you will have more knowledge, and you don't even know why you're doing what you're doing. You think you're doing it for one reason, which might be a noble reason, and they're just steering you down the path, just like, herding of sheep. We're very much motivated in this day and age by greed, and when there's scarcity, we hold back more, and we don't want to share and love one another as much, because we're afraid there's not going to be enough. And this is the big trap. There's no power out there that can take your power away if you can hold and maintain your power. And I think, Justin, that's why some of us are going through tremendous struggles in our lives right now with things that are just coming out of the blue, that are showing up, that you're getting hit from all different angles, is because our own consciousness is preparing us for this. Those of us who are ready to be standing strong, because we need to save our humanity. We need to save the human race. And if we can get past this part and stand strong, no matter in the midst of everything else, and still find the peace that's inside you and maintain your power, I believe it'll bring out the best